few days later I got the call. Police officer asked me to come down to the station. I thought maybe they had anything. I sat across from him in a fluorescent-lit office, the buzz of the overhead lights like static in my brain. The officer leaned back in his chair, expression unreadable, and finally said, "Your wife left you for another man. She wasn't taken. We're closing the case." That was it. No investigation. No follow-up. No empathy. Just closure, delivered with the indifference of someone telling you your lunch order got cancelled. As he stood to grab a document from the printer, the folder on his desk shifted slightly. A name caught my eye. Logan Pierce. Just like that, everything changed. It had been 10 days since she vanished. No message. No phone call. Not even a scribbled note on the kitchen counter. One moment she was telling me she had errands to run. The next, she was gone. Her phone went straight to voicemail. Her mother hadn't heard from her. Her friends were just as clueless. I reported her missing after 2 days, like they recommend. The officer who took the report barely looked up from his desk. Felt like just another box to check. Now here I was, in this cold room, being told she'd boarded a bus, traveled 2 states over, and started a new life with someone else. Just like that. No crime. No mystery. Just a decision. I clenched my jaw and asked, "That's all?" He shrugged. "That's all." But it wasn't all. Not for me. Because Logan Pierce wasn't just some guy. He became the center of everything. When I walked out of that station, I wasn't angry. I was focused. I didn't tell anyone. No updates, no calls. Just silence. And then I started digging. Step 1, Google. Logan Pierce. Charlotte, North Carolina. 3 possible matches. 1 worked at a mechanic shop. 1 was a college kid. The 3rd. A mid-level marketing manager in his mid-30s. Divorced. Fancy apartment. Desperate for attention. His Instagram was public. And there she was, my wife, in one of his rooftop bar photos. Laughing. Drink in hand. Wearing a dress I bought her. No shame. No guilt. Just golden hour smiles and pastel cocktails. That's when I made 3 decisions. 1. I wouldn't confront them. That would be too easy. Let them think I was broken. Let them relax. 2. I'd collect everything. Photos. Captions. Build a timeline. Map out their new life. 3. I'd figure out what Logan had to lose. Because revenge isn't about chaos. It's about control. Soon I knew his routine. His schedule. His goals. He was chasing a promotion, regional director. His ex-wife still got alimony. And she hated him. His company had strict policies on relationships with married individuals. One misstep could end it all. And like most people, his online life was a carefully crafted performance. One I planned to tear apart. I built a fake profile. Believable woman. Close to his age. A few filtered selfies, inspirational quotes, vacation photos borrowed from royalty-free sites. Within hours, Logan followed back. Within a day, he liked 3 of my posts. By day 3, he messaged, "Hey, you look familiar. Do we know each other?" Predictable. Played it coy. Flirty but careful. Told him I worked in HR for a rival firm. He bought it instantly. The more confident he got, the more reckless he became. I saved every message. Every flirty reply. Every red flag. Then I found Lena, his ex-wife. She wasn't active on social media, but I tracked her down through her bakery's website. Placed an order. Added a note. "Lena, this might sound strange, but I have something you'll want to see. It's about Logan. No threats, just facts." I left a private, secure email. 2 days later, she replied, "I've been waiting for something like this. Tell me everything." At the same time, I sent an anonymous message to Logan's company's HR. "I believe one of your managers may be involved with a married woman recently reported missing. I have documentation if needed. This could reflect poorly on your company's ethics and public image." No names. No fingerprints. Just a spark in a dry forest. I didn't send the proof. Not yet. Because revenge isn't about speed. It's about precision. You wait until they feel safe. Then you pull the rug. The shift was subtle. Logan, who had been confidently flirting with my fake profile, suddenly went dark. A few days later, he unfollowed the account completely. I knew what happened. Sure must have had a quiet chat. No confrontation. No accusations. Just watching. And fear doesn't start with sirens. Starts with whispers. Lena, on the other hand, was all in. I sent her everything. Screenshots. Proof that Logan had been flaunting my wife like a trophy. Her response. He stopped paying alimony 3 months ago. Said he was broke. This is more than personal now. It's legal. She reopened the divorce case. Citing hidden finances. Misconduct. I gave her everything she needed, and more. And then my wife finally texted. Hey, can we talk? I waited a full day before replying. Sure. Let's talk soon. Been busy. She never replied again. But I could feel the unease creeping in. That something wrong in the air kind of fear. To push it further, I sent one last message from a burner phone. Still think you upgraded. Attached. A photo of Logan. Alone on a park bench. Head in his hands. World crumbling. 2 days later she showed up at my door. No warning. No call. She looked the same on the surface. Same makeup, same designer boots, but the smugness was gone. Replaced with something hollow. She stood there unsure. Like the house remembered her better than she remembered it. Can we talk? She asked. I stepped aside. Silent. She walked in slow. Defensive. Arms crossed like old times. I don't know what you're doing, but Logan's losing it. I stayed quiet. He says HR is watching him. He's not sleeping. Won't tell me anything. Just keep saying, you wouldn't understand. Still I said nothing. Then came the line I was waiting for. Did you do something? I laughed, low and bitter. No, I said. You did. I'm just the mirror. She blinked. What? I stepped closer. You made your choice. You left. You picked him. You just didn't expect the bed you made to catch fire. Her voice cracked. He's losing everything. His job, his reputation. Lena's suing him. He says he was set up. Shrugged. If he feels like he was set up, maybe he should have thought twice before sleeping with someone else's wife. Her voice broke. I didn't think it would get this bad. And there it was. Regret. Not for what she did, but for the fantasy falling apart. For realizing the man she gave up everything for was burning to ash. She looked at me. Really looked. Can we start over? I studied her. This woman who once flaunted her betrayal like a prize. Start over. Echoed. She nodded. Smiled small. Cold. Measured. We already did. What do you mean? Open the front door. You started over with him, I said. And I started over without you. Then I shut the door behind her.